the hardest patient I took care of during COVID that really shook me and caused me a lot of reflection and just realization at what a horrible disease this is. Was a man who came to the ICU. He had just been with his wife. She'd given birth to their first baby, and baby ended up getting COVID, and mom got COVID, and dad got COVID. Baby stayed hospitalized. Dad came into the ER, shortness of breath, typical COVID admit. Came up to the ICU. He was just such a nice guy. He was very scared of having COVID, very scared to having the possibility of being intubated and, maybe not being able to come off of that intubation and possibly dying. And then I went in and full, gowned up, you're sweating and you're stressed already. This patient is just knocking on the door. Respiratory therapy, the respiratory therapist that had been with us came in, and he and I were just in the room like a ping pong ball all night long. And you just stand in there and you're just staring at the monitor, adjusting all your settings on the ventilator for them. I'm adjusting all the medications. We've got him on everything. We've got him on stuff to keep his blood pressure up. We've got him on paralytic so that he's not fighting the ventilator and it's just able to breathe smoothly for him. And this respiratory therapist and I had been in there for hours, just off and on. We'd leave when we kind of got him stable, walk out of the room, take our stuff off, kind of cool off for a minute, and then his pressure would drop again or his oxygen started dropping again. As I'm in there treating this man, I'm looking around the room and seeing pictures of his new baby all over the wall. We have lights that hang over the bed, and they had a cute picture of his little newborn girl hanging just so he could see it if he opened his eyes, and just pictures of his sweet family, and just kind of brought like the humanity to it of this is a living person that had a life just like me, and happiness, and had such an exciting life event to look forward to. And now he's here in the ICU. He was basically just suffocating to death. If you had just walked in on scene and saw this guy lying there, you would have thought, this guy's not breathing. His chest rise was like this. And I mean, you could stare at anybody's chest and obviously you see a solid motion on any healthy person. Just no expansion whatsoever. This man was suffocating to death. And just staring at that and the realization of what was happening was horrific. And so me and the respiratory therapist are in the room. The attending comes in and he asks, did you guys do this? Did you guys do that? Have we taken him down here? Did we try this? Is he on the paralytic? Yep. All right, there's nothing else we can do. Call his wife. So we called his wife. She's at home with a newborn baby that had just been sick. She'd just been sick. So she came rushing through the door, me and the charger in the room with our gowns on, our N95s, and all the nurses out there helped her gown up, and she came in and just started hysterically crying. She was lying on top of her husband, just yelling at him in anger and upset that this was happening and that she was going through this and that he was passing away. Just so many emotions. And I could not hold myself together. Just tears started coming out of my eye, and I'm just like trying to dry them off before anybody sees. And the charger just turned and saw me, and she's like, you can go ahead and head out, I got this. So I walked out trying to, be the tough nurse, and yeah, I'm good. I just got some dust in my eye. I got to take a break for a second. And all my fellow coworkers were watching, and I just took a little walk, had a little cry, kind of got myself together, and then he'd passed away within 10 minutes of when she got there. And I found a monitor kind of in another room that was quiet just to watch his vitals and just watch his blood pressure slowly drop, and then his heart rate started to follow, and then he just passed away.